Hi guys, it's Emily from Novel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my series check-in. Now I know we're not, quite halfway through the year, and I can't remember exactly when this video is going live. It's nearly at the bit of June, but I thought I'd check in on how I'm doing with the series updates, and it's not going well. I need to get my butt into gear. I was looking at the list from the video of what I did in January. I think I've completed 2 series, and these are the ones that were on that list, which is not good. I've also started 4 more series. Help me, God! By the end of July, things will be under control, and I think I would have got like 2 or 3 of the series completed. But this is not going as well as I'd hoped, and I am not a happy bunny, especially because I've also got another 2 series that I've been gifted that I need to start, and I'm going to have to put them off until next year the way things are going, because I cannot start them until I've got some of this in order, because yeah, it is out of control. I've started more series, I've got more series that I'm trying, I don't know if I'm trying to like put off finishing them because it feels like that's it and I'm not liking that theory or what, but it's not going well. And also other authors have just decided to bring out more books in series, so there's more series that will not be completed and that are carrying on, and I didn't realise they were carrying on, so it's like, what the heck is going on? Right, let's think. Let's show you what's going on. I have not got physically books to show you because I decided that I'm doing a bit of self-care and not showing you, but one of the series, the first series I can tell you, is the Heroes of Olympus series. This is the 3rd in the series, and I'm filming today's video on the 3rd of June. It will be finished in June. This book will be finished in June, and then I've got 2 more books to finish. I won't be reading it in July. Hopefully August it will be finished. But this series is going bloody well. Like, I am so glad I started this series. It is absolutely incredible. I thought I liked the Percy Jackson series. This I think I like even more. The first book was about a new character called Jason. The second one was based more on Percy, and we're meeting the Roman demigods. And this has got all of the 7 characters in it. I can't tell you too much, but this has got a lot of characters in it, and it's bringing old characters from the Percy Jackson series, new characters. I like the fact that you do meet some characters from the first series that you don't expect to meet. In the second book, you meet a character you didn't expect to meet. I can't tell you who because it's spoilers, but oh my goodness, we meet old characters from the Percy Jackson series. We meet new characters. This series is amazing. I've got another series, Percy Jackson sort of series, another Rick Riordan series that I want to start. But Percy Jackson and Annabeth, they're together in this book. It's so good. Love this series. This is like a big positive. It'll probably be like a favourite series of the year. The next series I talked about was the Reputation series by Lex Croucher. It's a 3-book series. I've read the first 2. The 3rd one will be read in July for Jane Austen July. I am enjoying it. The first book I loved. The second book was okay. I'm hoping I love the 3rd book, which is called Trouble. Katie loved the 3rd book, and the 3rd book's got a character called Emily in it. I think they're more sort of standalone books that aren't connected, but they are in the Regency era, so that'll be finished in July. The next series was the Long Angry Planet series by Becky Chambers. Again, they're quite interlinked, and sneaky peek, I'll be reading the last book in that series in July. I'm looking forward to it, but again, that feels like an end of an era because I love the Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. The second one I enjoyed. The 3rd one wasn't as amazing, and I'm hoping I'll like the 4th one. I think the 3rd one for me had a lot of characters and it kind of got lost at points. So that was okay, but it wasn't amazing. I loved the first one though, so let's wait and see how that goes. Next series is Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I've got 1 more book that I've got in hardback that I will probably read. It may end up getting added to the TBR for this month, because apparently they are carrying on this series and they've got a 5th book coming out. So that series is carrying on. So I'm still not sure whether I will continue this before the coffee gets cold in this, or whether I save it for August when I could potentially be having my op, and I don't know. I don't know. I think for me, I will decide after my hospital appointment, which would have happened by now, whether I save that for a month where I'll need lighter books, or whether I just crack on and finish that series in this month and read it in the second half. I don't know yet. I am enjoying the series. I find it really good, and if I can get up to date with the hardback, I basically bought the hardback of the pink copy because it was on offer at Waterstones and I liked it, the look of it. Whether I wait for the next one to be in paperback, it's a bit of a, I don't own the next one, but I do kind of want to get up to date with it. So whether that's finished, I don't know. The House with the Golden Door, which is the first book, was The Wolf Den. The House with the Golden Door is the second book, which I'm reading this month. And then I've got the third book, The House of Fortuna, which I will be reading probably like August, September time. I'm not going to stress for that. I'm sort of like, I'll be midway through the series, and I think it's only a trilogy, so I will be getting up to date with that this year. Not a problem. It's under control. I am where I wanted to be with that series, because I am going to be reading it in June. To be honest, it probably would have been read. I'm trying to decide whether I read it in the first half of this month or the second half, but it will be read this month. I loved the first book, as we well know, so I hadn't really moved. This is a series I haven't really moved on with, but I wanted to wait until I had the third book, because I wanted to know. I don't want to have that big jump. You know what it's like with series? Sometimes you like end on a cliffhanger and you're desperate for the next one. And I didn't want to have to wait like another whole bloody year until I had the next one, so I wanted to have that option there. The next series is The Vanishing Act of Evelyn Jones. I've got the next one. Realistically, I'm being honest with you, I don't know if they've got another book coming out in that series, so I am saving that for the winter months. So that one is not going to be touched on until like September, October time. I find her books quite spooky, like Halloween-y, kind of dark and stuff. And even though it's middle grade horror, it's horror enough for me that it can wait. It can wait. I love the books. I love the series, but they actually, even though they're middle grade, they still manage to scare me. Yes, Jem, if you're watching, you can laugh your head off. I know I'm a giant flipping wimp. The next series is one that I bloody love, and that's the Bridgerton series. At the moment, the third series is on TV, and I ended up reading the fifth book, Eloise's Story, which is the fifth Bridgerton book. We don't know what order it's going to come on the TV. I literally read that you would have seen it in my May wrap up. I read that book and bloody loved it. I think Francesca's Story is the next one. So I've got three, I'm over halfway through this series now. So I've got Francesca's Story, Gregory's Story and Hyacinth's Story. They are the three, and then I've got the short story bit, the ones that connect it all. So I've got 4 books left to read. Although 3 are the actual series kind of books, but the 4th one's like the connecting it all and telling it everything, how it all happened. So I'm around about halfway through that series. Bloody love it. It is. I am so grateful for the fact that my friends got me watching it on TV, and that people talked about it to read the series, because it has had mixed reviews about whether the books are like the TV series, and they're not. You've got the rough idea, but the books are very different from the TV series, because obviously the books aren't very long and the TV series is like quite a bit long episode. But I am bloody loving it. Again, when this book series will be ending, the book series will be ending. I would have finished that by the end of the year, because what I like is I can pick it up halfway through the month. I can pick it up whenever I want in the month. It doesn't matter. You guys know about the series. It doesn't matter if I don't go into too much detail. I loved it. I love Eloise, because Eloise's book I found was really good, because Eloise is quite a strong character, and her story isn't set in the Ton's time. It's sort of set away in a bit of over in the country village where she meets the man. But in the books, we got to meet the brothers. So I can't wait to carry on with that series. I just love it. It's taking every bit in me not just to read them all in one go, because they're that good. It's like, for me, that's up there with the Heroes of Olympus series, as in my favourite series. Absolutely bloody loved it. The next one is the Brontes Mystery. I've got the 3rd book to read. Again, I'm waiting till the autumn, and I know the fourth book is on my Amazon wishlist. So I need to get off my bum and buy it in paperback. Now, because it is out in paper, I just need to get off my bum and buy it. But I don't know if I'm waiting to see if I can get it second hand and cheaper. I don't know yet. The next series is the Philippa Gregory one, which ends with Dawnlands, and that is on my list to read this month. So I'll be finishing that trilogy this month. That'll be up to date. That's gone. It's a bloody big book, so I do want to kind of get that done this month. But that will be read in the second half, because I want to save a book that could potentially be a favourite for the second half of the month. So I do want to read that then. Again, I loved the first book in that series. Second to one, Dark Tide, was gorgeous, and I've got a gorgeous copy of it, but I didn't love it as much. I'm hoping I love Dawnlands. I'm like, every bit of me is hoping I love it. The next one was The Paris Affair, which is the last book in the Ballroom Blitz series. I've got that on my shelves. I do need to get that off my bum and read that, because I know he's got other books that have come out and I want to carry on that series. I love Anton Dweck's writing. It's not amazing, but it is good. And The Paris Affair I got given for Christmas, so I kind of want to save that for when I want to read it. But it's a hardback, so I don't know whether to read it before my op or read it afterwards. I just don't know how quickly I need to get to it. I don't know if I need to prioritise that or not. I really have no sodding clue. The next one was the Fine Print series by Kate, I can't remember the author's name, Lauren Asher. Have I started it? No. Do I need to start it? Yes. It is a big, I stupidly read the third book and I need to read the first two, but they are big. I don't know what's putting me off starting that series. I don't have a clue. I know I lent the third book to a friend and I don't think I'm going to get it back, so I'll probably have to buy it again. Why do I do this? I need to stop lending books out and that I won't get back. So that was a bit stupid. I haven't even started that. I need to start that. I've told you I'm doing badly. Her Majesty's Royal Coven I've read, and I've been told by Angela from Reading Off My Shelf that she has ordered me the second one in paperback. So as soon as that comes out in paperback, she's sending it to me. I'm getting it, sorry, as a present. So as soon as that comes out, it will get read relatively quickly. And I know the third book, Queen Bee, is out. I don't know if it's out in hardback or paperback, so I'll have to wait for that to be out in paperback. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, my sniffles. That will get read. I'm just getting there. Like, I've got the blooming Amari in the Night. Oh, that's another one I haven't written down. So we've got the Daughters of War series. I've read the first book in that. I've got the second one to be read in June, and the last one to read at some point. So I'm nearly midway through that series. And I've also got the Amari and the Night Brothers. I've read the first two. I'm waiting for the third one. But I think with the third one, I think I'm going to cheat, borrow it from the library and then buy it. Because I've got a funny feeling I'm not going to be able to wait for it to come out in paperback. And I'm not going to be able to wait that long. Because the second book left on such a bloody bit. I don't want to buy it in hardback, but I want to read it straight away. So that one will get pretty much, as soon as that comes out in paperback, I'll get that read. Now, some good news. I've completed 2 series. One of them was the Beach Hut series by Veronica Henry. That's completed. That wasn't on my list. Done that. Boom, bye-bye. It's gone. And I completed the Rose Queen trilogy by Katie Flynn. That's gone. Bye-bye. That's done. I think I mentioned that one in the first series. But I've now also started 4 more series. Yes, I was not going to be starting more series until I'd read them. I'm stupid. Started the Knock 'Em Out series by Lucy Score. So I got the third one. I got the first one that Danny sent me for my birthday last year, and I read that last month. Danny then sent me as a belated present the third book. So I now need to get the second book. As to whether I look to see if I can find the second book in the works or like supermarkets, I don't know, because on Amazon it's not exactly cheap. And if I can see it in cheaper on Amazon, I may end up cheating and buying it. But even on like second-hand sites, it's still too new to get it second-hand for a decent price. So I may end up having to pay out for that, because she got me the third one, and it's actually, I read the first book and bloody loved it. And I have to now carry on with the series because it just was so good. Yes, it's saucy. Yes, it's a romance. But it just worked and it connected really well. And it's like, yeah, I need the second book before I can read the third book, so I've got to wait. So I've started it, but I don't know, God knows when I'm going to finish it. Now, the Hedgehog Hollow series by Jessica Redland. Read the first book, I've now got like 2, 3 and 4. I have got a few more in the series to buy, but I think I'm just going to carry on with it. I think I might end up just like carrying on with it and hoping and praying I can find the last ones in charity shops, because again, you can't get them secondhand for a cheap price, because for some reason they're quite good. And yeah, I'll keep looking on the secondhand sites and keep looking to see if I can find the next ones. But I'm going to carry on series because I like the first book. It did have a few triggers, but I'm going to read the second one. I think, to be honest, the second one will be read in the second half of this month, because it is a good book series. It's light, contemporary, Hedgehog Hollow, animals, that kind of thing. Really enjoying that. Now to a series that I didn't expect to love. I owned the first 2, and I've since bought the third, and that is the Good Girl Bad Blood series by Holly Jackson. I bloody loved the first book. I cannot wait to read the second. I've now got the third, so it will not be very long before I carry on that trilogy and read it, because it was a thriller. It was like a mystery thriller. So I've now discovered I don't like gory thrillers, but I like mysteries. So I think that counted. And then maybe it's because it's YA. It's not like a scary one. So it's more YA. So maybe YA thrillers I can get away with and not drive me insane. But yeah. Bloody loved the first one. Need to get to the second and third. Then, The Hatmakers. Got the first one. Thoroughly loved it. Really enjoyed it. Want to read the second and third. Second's out in paperback. Haven't found it yet. Third, I need to get, again, if I treat myself to them. But I've started the series, and I can't bloody carry it on because I don't own the books. So I need to get off my backside and get them, because they are really, really good. So, as you can see, I'm doing a massive flop on the series. By the end of July, I would have been alright. I would have caught up with quite a few of them. But until then, yeah, I've flopped quite badly. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not doing well. On the other note, in July, you will be seeing my mid-year freak-out tag, and you'll be seeing my best books of the year. My reading is going well. The classics rereading the classics is not going as well as I would have hoped. I've got Pride and Prejudice to read in July. That'll go well. That'll go. Villette wasn't amazing. Was it Villette I read? Tess was okay. God, I hope I find my love for it with reading Pride and Prejudice and some of the others. I will get on with it. We're getting there. We're getting to halfway through the year, and it's like not going as well as I could have liked it. But I've read some amazing books. Just not cracking on with many of my goals, or not goals. I am going to library more. That'll be something that will come out. See, that goal's going all right. Just the series kind of needs to be sorted out a little bit. We'll get there. Right, so I know if you got to the end of this video, actually, because of the fact I'm doing this, I'm trying to think of an emoji. Oh, sod it. If you got to the end of this video, give me a dragon emoji. Give me a dragon emoji if you got to the end of this video. And let me know how you're doing with your series this year. Are you doing alright? Are there any series that you're loving this year? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear. I'd love to chat to you in the comments. Like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not subscribed yet, bring on my ding-a-ling. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.